play FPS. I hate FPS. And the reason I don't is because I got tired of the games that are being hacked and whiners and you know, the little kiddies doing their aimbots and shit.
Well, I totally understand. My problem is nobody can deal with bots and shit. I mean, those things suck. But even if I don't have bots, I don't have the time that some of these kids have, where they're just like, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna play, and that's all they do is that one game over and over and over again. I'm 38. My reaction time isn't as quick as it used to be. I'm decent. Like, I can hold my own, but like a lot of times it's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like about FPS and Star Citizen, though. It takes advantage of our background. We've had arguments with other orgs and other people about our military. We've said, you can do your twitchy finger, run around fast, killing, you know, arcade style, and we'll kick your ass. And they're like, yeah, and they laugh and all that kind of shit. And more than once, we've gone in, used tactics and experience, wipe the map with them.
Yeah, it's because you can't sit there and let me do this 360 jump spin attack bullshit. You can't do that because you're human in this game, and you're restricted to realism.
Right, and you can't run around like a chicken with your head cut off, just twitchy finger, you know, blowing people away.
Let me bunny hop and crouch around so nobody can aim at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is a lot different, and now because of the whining, that's why SIG put in Arena Commander and Star Marine. So those are exactly what they are: FPS arcade style shooter for both ships and FPS players that want to play that.
So is it different than, like, the combat? Is it different than
the
universe?
They're static. Really? They're static maps, the same maps over and over, just like any other FPS shooter.
No, but I mean the actual physics of combat and the controls and how you...
No, the controls and everything are the same, but it's basically...
It's just that you die, you respawn, it's no big deal.
Well, yeah, and they're small static maps, so you run around as fast as you can, kill somebody, run around fast as you can, kill more, run around fast as you can, kill more.
Yeah.
There's no... Once you play the maps, what's the point? And see, for somebody like me, it's worthless because I have eidetic memory. So I go through it and it's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I get bored. It's like, I've experienced this. I would definitely do it for just to build up my reflexes and make sure that all I don't need to hesitate to bring out a healing pen and hook myself or whatever.
Right.
But once you've got your muscle memory down and you know what you're doing, it's just like, well, there's no more real value.
Right.
For me, it's just like the same with like Call of Duty and all the other ones. It's repetitive.
That's why I said
the last exciting one that I ever played like that, I think was what's it called? Something to Battlefield 2. But it had like a commander that would send in airdrops and tell you, like, hey, go here, and he could see the whole map. He would throw some like artillery down there. You actually had medics healing people in different roles, and if you were with a good group of people, it was really exciting because you would use tactics.
I used Arma 3 and Squad for that.
Oh, Arma 3's leaps and bounds better than anything. I mean, it's an actual like simulator.
So is Squad. Squad
Have you seen the new? They've made a new engine. It's not released yet, I don't think, but it's getting close. Where it's hyper realistic engine. The creators of Arma 3.
I can't wait to see it then.
Yeah.
Because what they have already is not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good already. Now I watched the video, like they were kind of showing it off, and it's like, dang, it's wild. And like if they publish that and like make it available to other games as well, like it'll be pretty cool.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna show you Hercules.
All right, cool. Let me.
This is the cargo version.
Okay.
Yeah. If I go through a map, once I go through a map, I remember everything. So it's like, is that a hanger or a pad? Yeah, a hanger. there's no point to me playing it again. It's like, that's why I don't like linear games, because once I play through them, put them in a box.
Yeah, when I ever played Diablo.
I played it a long time ago when it was original, and I played it a couple times, and that was it.
Yeah, that's how I do. Once I'll go do the storyline, and okay, then I'm done.
Yep. The last series of games that I actually enjoyed was Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Sometimes your choices actually matter a little bit in some good story.
Yep, and it was a good-looking game. It had gameplay that kept you engaged. Yeah, it was still a game that was dumbed down for most people, but it had the story with it, which was the part that kept me going.
Just went through a wall.
Yeah, it's a bug. We're on the top deck here. One of the first ships that finally has storage bins, which you can open and use. That's a component.
So you can actually use it?
Yeah.
Like, what can you put in there?
Whatever you want. So, for example, come to the one that I'm at, that I just opened, and open the access.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So I see. Yeah, this one actually does work.
Opens up the inventory. This one has recreation room.
Over here, it looks like you can actually put one of those little boxes, right?
Yeah. Here's a rec room. Looks like a kitchen and stuff. Again, this is the civilian cargo version we're looking at right now. Damn pad. You can also tell that this is one of the newer ships because it's got all the, you gotta physically click the pads and stuff to open doors and whatever.
So this is shiny. What is this supposed to be?
Part of the engines. Oops. Wrong way.
Oh, it says cooling systems right here.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be cooling systems, engines, shields, power. And you get habitation here. And of course, the bathrooms are in here too. You don't know where the bathrooms are?
No. This is just a closet, right? No, where's the bathrooms? Oh.
There's one on each side too.
Oh dang, and it's got a little. That is cool.
Yeah, there's one.
A little toilet comes out.
Yeah, there's one on this side too. These are the they're self-contained toilet, shower, kind of like an RV camper. And then.
Oh, it's just toilet. Is that toilet bugged?
It might be.
I don't even see it. Yeah, I don't see anything in that one.
Yeah, they'll fix it when they go through it. And then go back down to the cargo bay. Actually, you go down to the cargo bay. I gotta get this. Nah, hell with it. We don't need to take it off. Take off. By the time we get done here, we'll be. There's an emergency ladder in this ship, finally, so you can get off if there's fire or something. We go down to second deck. This is the cargo bay. We tried to fill this the other night for the event. Spent 750,000 credits and only filled it 2/3.
Oh dang! What
Nice.
happened?
We got dead because of a bug.
Oh, that sucks.
This one thing nice about this, both ends open.
Oh, that's cool.
Makes it nice for driving vehicles in, which is the actual original design of the series, was so it could hold vehicles. Now the M2.
I wonder what can you fly? What can you fly in here?
Some of the smaller ships you can fit in there, but most of them you can't. Some snub fighters you could get in there. This is the cargo version M2 for civilians. Next is the military transport, the M2, designed to carry the tank series, the ballista anti-aircraft units, the Spartan infantry vehicles, all that kind of stuff would be the M2. It's got more weapons, so it's heavier armored. And then you got the big boy, the A2, which can also carry military vehicles, but not as many because it carries Moabs. And
those are the huge ass bombs.
Yeah, and
I
it also
watching
has
a video when somebody blew up Jumptown.
Yep, and it has a lot of freaking firepower. Not just the Moabs, but it's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turrets, and the pilot even has like 4 different gun consoles or something. All right, put that one away. Let's see here. Oops, too far. I can't wait till they give us actual inventory stuff, because I have to scroll through hundreds of ships to get what I want.
That's some first world problems right there.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you one of the few. Well, I gotta claim it. I'll show you one of the few alien ships that I have. Come on. We'll pull something else while we're waiting for that.
Can your mouse pad that charges your mouse, can you put a phone on there that has
Nope.
the...
It's solely for the mouse. Let's see. Liberator is ready. Let's pull that. Or the Valkyrie, I mean. This is one of the drop ships in the game, called the Valkyrie. Heavily armored, heavily armed, can carry 20 Marines, fully loaded, and military vehicles. And there's also the Prowler, which is an alien dropship, but the only thing it has are 5 bays on each side of its spine. You open the doors and jump out. And it's supposedly got some stealth to it. But to me, it doesn't have any crew served weapons or nothing, so to me it's useless. I got rid of it. But a lot of people, they like the way it looks, so that's their design. That's what they got it for. This is the Valkyrie. Like I said, it can take armored vehicles up to... It can't take the tank, it's too big. But it can take a bunch of others. We got doors here on both sides with a crew-served weapon, as you can see. Go ahead and go into it. Don't fire it, whatever you do.
They really need to work on it.
Yeah, this hasn't gone through its revamp either. If you power it up now, you'll be able to swing it around.
Cool.
So it has that on both sides. Hold down Y to get out of it. And through the doors, this is one half of the jump seats for Marines. Each has a weapon holder and everything. Come on, open up. Here is the top turret, I think, or bottom turret. Bottom turret. Heavy turret. The other side for the other Marine. Go up here. You got the bunks and the small do-it-yourself kitchen. Bathroom. And then here are the 2 crew-served wing turrets. Remotes. So you sit in those, and then down here is the pilot bridge. And the pilot has 2 guns as well. power on, and then enter the turret. That's how you get into those.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
Very nice.
Yep. Just don't shoot her, we'll get in trouble.
Yep.
So that's the Valkyrie. Oh, then the upper turret is right here. Back here. This charger. So that's the top heavy turret.
Should we dump down here?
Yep. By the way, when you're going down ladder, just hit the shift and you'll slide. Go in and store it quick before somebody steals it.
If someone steals it, I mean, basically just have to claim it, right?
Yeah. But it costs money to claim, so. Not to mention you gotta wait.
Oh wait, so does mine cost money to claim? Like the one that I thought it was infinite insurance, and I didn't think claiming it actually cost anything.
Oh no, claiming still costs you. Infinite insurance means that you don't have to, you don't lose it. In other words, if you don't pay the insurance on a ship, and it gets destroyed, it's gone. And you have to do a full claim on it. Whereas lifetime insurance, you don't have to pay for the policy per se type thing. You can't ever lose it basically because you don't have to pay for a policy. Let's see, Anvil, where is it? Put it away. Valkyrie store. Okay, next we have, did that. I'll do some of the other ones in Area 18. I'm not gonna keep claiming all these because I'm running out of funds now. Let's see. Let's do something basic and small again. I'll show you what we call the you haven't seen the freelancers either, have you? Probably not.
Not in person.
Okay. 325i you've seen. I'll show you these other ones later. Let's do. Where is it? We call this the little weekend camper ship.
The freelancer?
No, the Mustang Beta.
Can you get one of the mining ships?
Yep.
Actually, let's go mining for
Yep.
just to show me.
Yep. In fact,
That'd be cool.
I'm gonna do that. We'll go to Area 18 to do that because I have all my mining stuff there.
Okay.
That's why I haven't pulled one yet. Let's see. Here's an Eclipse. You haven't seen Eclipse, have you?
Nope.
Claim. I'll show you two more here, and then we'll head out.
Is the 890 jump one of them?
Yep.
Cool.
We're gonna take the 890 jump with us.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say like, gonna need a little bit more extra time to check that one out. It's so huge.
Yep. So you'll be able to run around and look at it while we're flying. Valkyrie, New Babbage, Banu Defender. Retrieve.
Carrick looks pretty spectacular as well.
Yeah, we'll spawn that over there too. Here is the Banu Defender. As soon as it spawns, pad 2. This is one of the few alien ships I still own. I think I've got 2 others, alien ships.
Did you like refund them or something?
I traded them in for other ships I felt would be more useful for USNC. Because all the ships in USNC I intend on allowing members that I trust to play, to use.
How do you do that other than spawning it yourself and then letting them use it?
We can't yet. They have not added org security and stuff into the game yet.
Oh, okay, but they plan on it.
Yep. And I'll be able to give security levels to everybody, and then allow for players to spawn and use any ship that's assigned to the org. There'll be some ships that I retain full control over, like Idris, Perseus, Polaris. You know, there's going to be certain ships that people will have to me with to use because they're just too big and expensive.
Oh dang, this looks freaky.
Turn on the power.
There's not another seat, right?
Yep, there is. On the other side.
Oh.
Power's up.
Systems activated. Systems on.
Hey, like that sound. Powered up.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Now you can see in here where the bunks are and shit. You must be in the other cockpit.
I am.
Here, I'm gonna take off and watch what happens.
Oop. I got off the seat. Hold on. Let me get back in.
Let me know when you're in. And you can look over and see me you can look over and see me in my bubble.
Yeah, I see.
Alert.
Now go to
Front crash
third
closed.
person.
Alert.
I am.
Rear crash.
Now watch this. That's pretty cool.
That
That's
is
something.
cool.
And these guns, they hit hard. But they're single fire. Pull the trigger, shot.
Ah.
Yeah.
Still pretty neat though.
Yep.
Is it maneuverable?
Yeah. Very. I even like the lighting system they put on here. Like if you look at third person from the front, you can see the strobes at the end of the arms. You know, it's kind of a unique look for its running lights.
It'll be neat to actually meet and interact with these aliens. I presume that probably Squadron 42 will be like go to war with them or something.
Yeah, Squadron 42 is based around war with the Bandul.
Mm.
Alright, gear down.
Landing gear down.
Let's request landing. Comms. Landing. Yeah, this is a very agile fighter. I just don't like the weapons on it. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of alien ships. Alright, this one's kind of unique and cool. And some of the other ones are actually really cool. Sharp looking.
Alert. Front crash closed. Alert.
Unless I can find
docking, does it usually try and give you the closest one to where you're at?
Yep.
Or does it random? Oh, okay.
If you're close enough, it'll give you the one that you're closest to. Sometimes if it's got somebody else trying to spawn something or whatever though, you'll get one.
Landing complete.
Especially if it's busy. So like some of the ships, especially the Bandul ships, look really cool. But you also have to consider that a lot of the alien ships are going to require their own type parts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a practical purpose.
Can you switch out these guns if you wanted to?
Yeah. Once they have them in the game. I think you can switch them out with human stuff now,
yeah,
but
I mean,
you can
put
now.
like the standard guns.
You can for now, but eventually they'll have their own sets.
Because you'd think it'd probably have like a different power source and stuff maybe to utilize those guns maybe?
Some of these, that one I don't think is, but there are some, like there's a company called Asperia that makes human versions of alien ships. So those you can swap components and stuff around, but dedicated alien ships will probably require dedicated alien parts. Alright, now we're going to take the 890.
Does the 890 have drones at all?
No. 890 is solely a luxury yacht. It can defend itself, but it is a luxury yacht. It's the largest ship right now that we can spawn in game as a player. Soon to change.
I hope they have like elite VIP escort missions or something where you can have.
They do. They will. We actually have one of the next ships coming is a big passenger liner too. All right, we got to go for this ship so big. We got to go to docking port.
Oh yeah, that's got like the little port that hooks into the side, right?
Yep. So now you get to see what a big ship looks like.
Is it pretty challenging to dock that?
Hell yeah.
I look forward to.
They do have an auto land, so when you get within a certain parameter, it can take over and dock for you. But doing it manually.
Oh wow.
Notice the name I gave it?
Yeah, USNT Misconduct. That's cool.
That's a luxury liner. What do you think I'm gonna do with the thing?
Yeah,
take the women on board? Have my own hair.
Wow, even this is huge.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is a small ship in comparison to the big ships. I would put this at a middle-sized ship. Come on, where's the thing? There it is. Just had it for a second. Come on. Come on, damn it.
I had it for a second earlier too. There you go.
See this elevator here?
Yep.
Don't use it unless you want to end up out in space stranded. Because that elevator goes out to space. That's all it's for. Now this has remote turrets.
Can you use them in the co-pilot seat, or do you have to be in like a special thing?
You control them right here.
Core system operational. Weapons active.
Undock. Request undocking.
Initiating launch procedure.
You are clear to launch.
How do you enable it where I'm at? Or is it only where the captain's
wait.
To enable weapons? Power up power up your console.
It is.
And enter turret. There should be a command. No, that wasn't us hitting something.
Thank
that
you.
was a docking clamp retracting. And to run a ship this size, of course, it'll require co-pilot and an engineer and all that eventually.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can actually enter it on this side unless I'm just missing it.
You're missing it then, if you can. Go to the other side, see if we can get that one. It might just be broke. Sometimes they're really hard to find.
So am I looking for a button or actually on the actual
It'll be
display?
When you hold down the F key, the foxtrot key, the text will come up. You have to power up first.
So power's on, and then I have, okay, so I have exit, power on. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's a multitude of them.
Yep.
Can I shoot?
Let me check. Hold on. Actually, those are the missile launchers there. You're pointing them at us. See them?
Yeah, yeah, I see it, yeah. It actually avoids actually pointing. It's like right above the...
Yeah, I hope so.
The bridge.
Yeah, see if they'll fire even.
Smart.
See if they'll fire.
Yep.
Yep. Although I didn't see the missiles go out. I wonder why.
Well, I see it.
No, I mean, I didn't see him come out of the launcher. Fire another one.
Actually,
Fire another one.
I think it went off of a different launcher. Yeah, and it.
Where in the
Can I
hell?
rapid fire and maybe
This-
it'll actually come out of this one?
Do 2 of them. Do it again. Out of the back.
Yeah, one of them was on the bottom that time.
Hold on. Hold on, don't waste them all. Wait until I get stopped.
Is there a way to change which turret I'm looking through?
Yeah, there should have been multiple, but I want to find out where this turret is first. Because I don't see another turret here.
Maybe it depends on where you're aiming.
No. There's an aft
Because if I
turret.
shoot
Oh, wait a
upwards,
second.
so-
It looks like the aft turret's missing. That's why I'm not seeing it. Second. Wait until the ship stops. Yeah. Just fire one more salvo once. Okay, go ahead and fire one more salvo.
Oh, hold on. I definitely went to a different turret. I'm on the bottom now.
Okay, fire it. Yep. That came out of the 2 turrets on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm on the bottom now.
Okay, go to the next one and fire that.
You go to a different one.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's like go through each one and
All
fire.
right, I'm on the left top now.
Go.
So I'm gonna aim kind of upwards.
Yep, I'm
which
watching.
means the.
Yep.
Oh, this actually came out of the one that I'm.
Yep.
Viewing.
Okay, do the next one.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm on the right front now. Yep.
Okay, and the last one.
I think that's the bottomest one. I don't know. All right, I'm
Fire
launching.
Nope.
Actually,
That
oh,
fire-
see, it shot the front one because I'm aiming kind of forward. But if I aimed like kind of up more, can I shoot another one?
Go.
Oh, it did it on the top again?
Yep.
The hell, I'm not even aiming that way. Guess it doesn't care. If I aim at the planet, I bet it won't.
Try it. Came out of the bottom.
Yep.
So it's coming out of the launcher based on where you're aiming.
Where you're aiming, yeah.
It's not that you got multiple launchers. So that's what they
Is there a way to switch which turret? Because I was like pressing F4 to go back to like where I'm sitting and then clicking on the little thing. There's got to be a way to cycle the turrets.
They'll probably do something about that when they go through the rework of this thing. Because these turrets are new.
Yeah.
Which is actually new. Because
I'm
all these
excited
turrets,
about
these were actually
drones,
guns.
like on the Carrack and stuff.
Yeah, but
like that seems like it'll be cool.
Before this last patch, these were guns.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's now 4 missile launchers and not 4 guns is a change. So and there's also one on the back, but it's not there anymore.
Does this have any turrets with like lasers?
That's what I was just saying. All of these were lasers. It just changed them.
That's kind of worse in my opinion.
Well, you lock these on.
Power plant.
What are these? Yeah, but it depends on the size of these turrets. If these are size 3 or bigger, yeah, any fighter is gonna be toast. With a size 3 or bigger.
It can hit it. Do the
Yeah.
larger ones, like, you would think the larger ones have less maneuverability than the smaller missiles.
Yeah, they do, but right now the problem is not that. The problem right now is
100% avoidable with the decoys.
Right. Alright. walk around and
Oh, yeah.
might want to wait until after we get going.
Yeah. So will that like fling me around if I'm standing around when it starts?
Yeah, you could die from it too.
Oh, that's cool.
They gotta fix that. Well, right now they've got it set way too freaking high. Last night, a couple of guys died. The night before, I was trying to get us out of trouble, and they fell off the ladder around the ship and died. And even the pilot can walk around. We're in fun.
Oh, I do it all the time on Constellation.
So yeah, check everything because
Oh, is this like torture or something like food things or
it
something?
could be. Well, there's multiple kitchens on here, so I would assume. Run around, check everything. You'll
Oh
figure out.
wow, like the app observation. That's
Well,
pretty cool.
this is actually the captain's quarters.
Oh, it's even cooler.
The fish ain't in the fish tank yet.
That would be neat if you can like actually go get like foreign fish from different.
They already have some in game, they're just not in the ship. So this is like the captain's dining area. The captain's bedroom even has a big screen TV.
Very cool. This would be neat if it was like a LCD display or something to change it to whatever. Oh wow,
It probably
you can see through the window here more.
it probably will be
Oh.
changeable because we're gonna be able to customize all this.
That's cool. Ambient temperatures on there.
There's the captain's office. This will be my like home away from home.
Yeah.
Bar over here. Little seating areas for conversation, watching space fly by.
Yeah. The big bar, the main bar.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just so massive. Like I watched the Oman video tour on this ship. Like business meetings and gatherings.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can look through the launchers and you can see that like this one launcher here only has one missile lift in it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're actually modeled. So.
Yeah.
And then these are escape pods for the most part.
They don't work to. Oh, these are bathrooms. Wait, where are you?
Where'd you go?
I'm at the bar still. Up there.
I see. The doors that you ran past. These are the luxury suites.
Oh wait, the doors that I ran past back over here.
Yeah.
This has a bathroom in it.
Yeah, those are bathrooms. No, I meant earlier. You came in and you happened to look at these and then must not have realized they were doors.
Where?
Luxury suites.
No, where's the doors you're talking about that I ran past?
You just ran past. You just went through it.
Again, here?
Yeah.
That's a luxury suite. Where's the? Oh, this. Oh, that's a bathroom. Where's this escape pods you're talking about?
The escape pods are. I thought these were the escape pods. They were small bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yep, these are all bathrooms. We're on the wrong floor. That's that area. Then you come down here and you've got more luxury suites. On both sides, of course.
aren't functional, right?
Not yet.
You can't even sit in them.
And go through here, and you've got sauna, whirlpool. I can't wait till they get a freaking water heater for water. Elevator.
I got stuck. Yeah, one of the critiques that they were talking about. An elevator, right? Yeah. The critique they were talking about the elevator, right? Like the end of the block. Think about it. Right?
It's supposed to open too, but it doesn't yet. The other thing that everybody's waiting for is to see what happens when it loses gravity.
Oh, with the water?
Yep. When we go
right under the stairs, I guess not.
through here is the docking ports, and the elevator said not to go in.
Yep. Oh, this is open.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's a bug too. So we'll go back here. This one. Go to the crew kitchen. This way. So here's more escape pods or armor vessels. Here's the battle bridge.
Oh, neat. How does this work?
Well, right now it's useless. You can't see. And then we'll go this way first.
So who knows? Maybe it'll get drones with that.
No,
What else would it do there?
there's other ships that have drones. This one. We come through here, and you've got
The lounge. Oh, it's a crew
quarters.
area. You get a little claim this bed, the pink one.
Bathroom. More escape pods. Pool and entertainment. This is the front hangar.
This would be so cool.
Just came out of the bottom.
He just got sucked out of this space.
Yeah, eventually that will happen.
Yeah.
It won't happen like here because you've got shit, we should have gotten it. It won't happen like with this because we have shields. But explosive depression will be a real thing. And then that doorway down there, that's man turret. It's supposed to be, I think. If I remember right. It's been so long.
Can this fit a?
This can fit
325
tight. Oh yeah.
high?
Yeah, it should be able to. Let's go. Yeah, this is a man turret. Where are you?
I'm coming. Waiting for the door to open. Which apparently it's not done.
Come on in. Turret access. That's another turret. That's a man turret, obviously. I don't even remember where this one's located.
I'll tell you in a second. I do believe I am up top. Use power. It is right on the front of the ship, like on top. Like if I look back, I can see the
Hold on a second. I'm gonna
bridge.
hold on a second. Let me come up on the elevator so I can see.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, this is in front of the elevator. I'm pretty sure like the little door opened up to expose the turret.
I'll be able to come up and tell you. Hold on. Yeah, 300 eyes should fit in here.
We should have brought it with us.
Oh yeah. See the turret now. You fire it off a few rounds.
Nope. The captain didn't give me permission.
Yeah, go ahead. You can change those to staggered fire and everything too. So this has a little more teeth than I realized.
Where is it?
This has more teeth than I thought it did.
I say it says you can increase or decrease sensitivity. You can what is gyro mode?
That launcher only
Is
has
that
one
doing-
missile, and these look like size 3 missiles. So this has got a heavy punch to it. It can definitely defend itself. You hit a fighter with a size 3, he's going down. So
Which
this
fire mode? Okay.
There you go. That's what you want against fighters. Because it's a
What's the
constant fire.
difference? I mean, what was it before? 2 at a time?
Yep. 2 at a time. And slow. You staggered, you're firing constant. Plus, in staggered mode, you won't run out of energy as fast. Power?
Oh yeah.
Whereas if you're firing both constantly, you're going to...
What size are these?
Those look like they are size 2, maybe size 3. Those
Okay.
hit, they'll do some damage.
I mean,
It might be. I'd have to look up the specs. So, wondering if there might be a turret in the backside too that's manned then. That's one problem with owning so many ships, you forget all the little things.
yeah.
But once this becomes my home, alright,
I definitely think that the 300 series will fit in here.
yeah, the makers of the 300 series Origin is what made this. Medical bay, hospital, blah blah blah.
Oh, I heard this has does this have the respawn?
It did before. I don't know if it works anymore while they're changing things. But yeah, we used to use this to respawn. Go on a mission, and if we died, we'd spawn here.
Yeah, you can put regeneration.
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, but you can't...
Yeah, you can transfer imprint.
Yeah, but it's not working.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they've just added all the medical stuff. Because let's say you die, but this ship is stored.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, it won't work.
Armory. On all 4 of those pods, it's like holy shit. And here we've got cargo. So another bay. You put vehicles, even a small ship if you wanted to.
What is this thing?
It's a gravity generator.
Oh, it looks a little different than some of the other ones.
Even makes a weird sound. And then on each side is engineering base as well.
Any of these avionics panels open up or anything?
I haven't tried. They might not, I don't know. Battle bridge.
some mining. I look forward to watching you dock this.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm going the wrong way. See? It all turned around. Big ships don't fly like fighters.
Yeah. It looks like it's got like damage or something. If you look where it actually says the first right next to its name. Oh, now it's hard to see because of this area.
It might, sometimes ships spawn and they look like they have damage, but also it might have damage. If you damage a ship and then put it away, the damage is still there. It'll respawn with it. And I have so many. I have so many ships that it's entirely possible I flew it, damaged it, and put it away. Because it's also expensive to repair. And that's the other thing. Eventually, you'll have to go to star bases for certain repairs, and your ship might be gone for a week of real time.
Yeah, that's good. There should be consequences to getting blown up or damaged heavily.
Oh yeah, they've already made it clear there will be consequences. It's like all the prices of stuff now. That's all going to change. All of it. It's going to become really expensive, but also, and wait for the whining, because things like small fighters that can jump across the sector right now, guarantee you they will half that. And then they're going to be, I can't go anywhere. I don't have enough fuel. Well, that's what the refueling ships are for. That's also what the pocket carriers are for, and the commercial carriers are for you to book passage for you and your little ship. Fighters are not freaking long, you know, they're not long-legged ships.
I just hope that they don't listen to the whiners and they stick to their vision the way they intended.
And that's the scary thing, because in a few small ways they have given in, like VTOL. But they damn well better bring it back. Alright, let's see. Needed request landing.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Docking request approved.
Alright, I've got my clipboard ready for the docking inspection.
Landing gear.
You can't see my HUD, but I have a special HUD that is used for this. And right now you have to dock only one direction, which is the port side. Now, trust me, without my Toby, I would not be able to do this.
What's a Toby?
I look, I can use my eyes and my head to look around.
Oh, I see.
And without it, I wouldn't be able to do this. Because like right now, you can see me on the ship, my character, my head's turned to the left, because I'm looking out the side window.
My head can't turn far enough. Oh, actually, hold on. No, I can't. I have to get out.
Alright. stop on a dime, so I can't just gun it and go.
Yep.
They need to increase the time you have to dock, though.
Yeah, because it's hard.
Yep. Not to mention... Stop. 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 Shit.
Well, there's a love tap.
Yeah. But a love tap can turn into major damage. Which is... Oh, too far.
Did it make it? Oh, there it went.
No, not yet.
Look.
Shit. What the hell? Why is it rolling? Why am I not lined up here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was touchy. Shit, I had it, and I fucking went too far. Stop! What the hell? See, that's part of the other problem with this game. They have things too touchy sometimes. Come on, damn it. Ah, you piece of... And the way they design the HUD, it sucks. I don't know what they were thinking with this design they came up with, but...
Is it the square and the 3 dots that are like...
Yeah. It's not intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Hey, I know where that damage is from now.
Yep. I know, they have it so precise that it's near impossible to frickin'...
They should definitely have like a get into the general area and then auto dock.
Launch procedure. Initiating launch procedure.
There we go.
What did it say? Initiating what?
Wait a second, it should have said docking. Are you serious? You piece of junk.
So there is auto docking functionality?
Once you get within a certain point, these are supposed to kick in and dock you. Final dock. But I never hit that point for some reason. So now I gotta request docking again.
It's gonna tell you
Warning,
a different
you are
one.
blocking an active flight lane. Please...
Yeah, now I gotta move out because I'm blocking an active flight lane. Dumbass thing.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the
shut
area.
up.
Thank you for your call.
So what's going to be in the next patch, you think?
I'll have to look. Hold on. Let me get this docked first. Oh, I got a long way to go yet.
Yeah.
Warning, collision
Not
abort.
too long. But you're awfully close, getting close now. The one little burst really gets some momentum going.
Yep.
A little bit too far forward.
No, according to the dots, I'm not.
That's all that matters. If that's
Visually, it looks right. But the dots say otherwise. Damn it. Problem is the strafe thrusters are just too...
The dots are lying to you because that shit is totally not even lined up. You need to like tiny bit back a little bit.
Son of a bitch.
Try auto dock now.
Hold on. Went too far.
Yep.
Shit.
Ooh,
Son of a bitch.
Docking request inbound. Initiating launch procedure.
Oh, you piece of... This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't even get the auto dock to work.
The video I watched that gave the big long tour and everything like that involved him trying to dock it. He's like 2 hours later.
Thank you. And please
It's
do this
out of
again.
time.
Yep.
And then it's like 8 hours later.
Yep.
He was having it's a struggle.
This is just utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, they need to make the auto dock feature where like you literally just drive to the vicinity and it auto docks.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be like get it 99% of the way there and then have it finish.
And this is not a ship you want to just abandon and try to reclaim. It's too freaking expensive.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I'm going to try and do it visually. See, from what I'm seeing visually, if I come back just a tad...
If I'm in third person view watching, like you are not lined up right now.
I know I'm not. That's why I said if I come back just a tad...
Yeah. I think your bow needs to go to the left a little bit too. That's what it
Well,
seems
let me
like.
do a couple angles first, and then... Come on. All green there. Now...
Yeah, Oh, I think you're lined up that way. Now you just need to go forward and left. Forward and not. Yeah, like the whole ship, not yaw. Just drift to the left. Tiny bit more forward.
Then
A hair.
one thing at a time.
Well, you're gonna hit it if you don't go forward a little more. Because you're super close already.
Son of a bitch. Auto dock path obstructed.
You have to go forward more. It's like literally the tiniest little bit amount to forward. Probably got less than 20 seconds left. Ooh, you're super close now. Like, maybe even try it. See if it'll work.
Shit.
Go up the tiniest little
Just let
bit.
me do this, okay?
Alright.
This is a lot harder than you think.
Oh, I believe it's hard as fuck.
The problem here is that the thrusters are too fucking sensitive.
Yeah, they should have a feature to change the sensitivity for this purpose.
I mean,
Does the sensitivity change when you... I know that you don't need the landing gear down, but does that change anything at all? For thruster-wise?
hold on. Shit. What the hell? Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I'm getting green partially, but I can't get the whole.
Perfectly lined up.
I know.
Even
And
visually,
the
it looks
moment
solid now.
but the path is obstructed, it says. And the moment I try to freaking do anything else, why is it doing?
If I'm nitpicky, you have to go up like... It's like inches.
It's not. That's not the problem. That's not the
It's,
problem. It will not lock on the box. That's the problem. And when I get close to locking on the box, it's getting too shit. It doesn't have the precision it needs, and so you can't get the whole box green.
They should definitely make it like an actual airport terminal where the thing comes out to the ship.
Yep.
Like left, right, up, down as much as it needs to.
The problem
and then
is
once it locks down,
common sense. The problem is common sense has not been a strong point with this game. Right, now I've got most of it green. All I have is the quarters, which are either forward or back, which I can't tell.
You need to go back.
Right, but there's no indication in the HUD, not to mention
I'm
the
sorry.
ship keeps moving.
Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
Launch procedure.
Yeah, we can't land. There's no frickin' way to land.
And you'll get it eventually. Definitely takes like too much practice. And you were right, it's not intuitive at all. Like even like when I was trying to dock the snub nose, was it Merlin or something, to
Yep.
the whatchamacall, Constellation. Like, I mean, that one's a lot more forgiving, but you could still see the little reticles and shit.
The circles
don't really make a lot of sense.
The circle stuff is fine. That you can line up and get those going just fine. The problem is the front and back. There's no way, there's no visual indication other than the box. And the box doesn't tell you to go forward or backward. It's just a box that turns green in segments. And it's utterly ridiculous design is what it is. It's just nothing but frustrating. So now we're going down to Area 18, because I'm not going to keep messing around with it.
Oh, does Area 18 have, like, was that planet side where you just go in a gigantic hole?
Yep. That's not easy to land either, but at least it's something that it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's utterly ridiculous the way they did this, you know. And a lot of us, we tell them, why don't you look at other examples out there instead of trying to recreate the freaking wheel all the time?
Quantum drive activated.
But no, they got to do their own thing. They got to make it as hard as possible, and it's slowing down all their development is what it's doing, because it's a utter frustration for everybody, and because it's so intricate, whatever they have in their head, it falls apart when they make a simple change to something. You know, it breaks. It shouldn't be that delicate.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Especially when they know they've got ships that the only way they can fucking dock is by docking collar. But, you know.
I'm making myself a wrap.
Yeah, I'm just venting because of the frustration. After 9 years, I'm entitled.
Yeah, it's quite the wait.
Yep. And the money. I mean, I did it. This became kind of my support crutch when I came home. Otherwise, I'd have probably ended up either a statistic or living in a bar.
Seems like the preferable way, bitching included.
Yep.
Quantum drive activated.
You know, it's funny. I don't really have any except this. No joke.
Well, but would life be entertaining with no stress at all?
Yeah. The stress would be trying to figure out how to do a mission or how to stay from dying, you know, because I was stupid or something like that. That's the kind of stress I don't mind, because it's entertaining, enjoyable. It makes me have to use my brain to think. But when you run into
Quantum drive
game blocker bugs like this, and when it's just obvious laziness or lack of common sense in the design, that's a little different. And Ignite, the thing is, I don't know if I even told you this, in between my first 2 periods of military, I owned my own development company, and we created a few bestsellers. And
The games?
yeah, it's for the Commodore Amiga back then, but it was a couple of them were ported to the PC. Lemmings, Mad Dog McCree.
Oh, I played Lemmings.
Yeah. And a few others. Battle Brigade Commander, and some other ones. And so I know, you know, I've been there. I've done it. I know what it takes to design. And back when I did it, when we had my company, I had 24 people with me. When you created something back then, there was no such thing as putting out patches. You either nailed it the first time, or you went out of business.
Or you have that buggy game that people had to deal with
Right.
forever.
Right, exactly. And so you had to actually put some effort into what you were doing. You had to use common sense and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And today, it's no longer, and you know, what's sad is Chris should know that. Because back in the day, he's my age, he created the Wing Commander series.
Yep.
So he knows exactly what it takes for this. And now he's got 700 people working for him. And they made it live server. Bugs are going to be there. I don't have a problem with the bugs. The fact that it's alpha, fully understandable. What I have a problem with is when they put this live version out there to be the public face, and then they ignore it. Even with bugs that have been written up ad nauseum and are still in this game that are major game-stopping bugs. There's one game-stopping bug that I wrote up personally 3 times, all 3 times verified, 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating.
Yep. You know, and they keep saying, well, send us IC reports. Well, we do, and you don't bother to even click and
Landing
read them,
complete.
so
Have a pleasant stay.
what's the point anymore? All we do now is we go patch to patch and hope maybe a major bug gets fixed every once in a while. That's about all it can do, because they sure as hell don't get what we're doing. I've also wrote to them and said, you know, if you're going to have these events and all this other shit going on, the least you could do is have somebody monitoring the damn servers. So when they start to fail, somebody can reboot them.
Yeah, that takes one person just to kind of cycle through them and stuff.
Yep. I mean, that's just not acceptable. And it's gotten more irritating for a lot of us long-timers because now they're putting out all these videos and cool things and all this kind of shit that aren't actually in the game.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Or are in the game, but don't work anything like what they have in the video. Now, gravity's 1G down here, so I have to actually be really careful.
Yep.
Bring it back level. 'Cause I've got no throttle going, and we're moving.
I can see the thing opening up.
Yep. And the sad part is, they haven't even put a basic landing HUD in this thing. There's no HUD whatsoever for landing.
Oh.
None. Not even a indicator. Nothing. And they've known about that from day one. And it's been
Yeah, when I landed here, I have trouble where I'll be way too far back.
Yep. And you can't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, as users, we work workarounds because I'm in like third person now to try and do this, but that's not the point.
Things that like barely fit.
Yeah. Why are my thrusters not there? Jesus. Yeah, that's the other thing. They have this predilection to force us to land in the smallest possible hangar the thing can just barely fit in, when they have bigger hangars. Which is utterly ridiculous. It's like they sit back and laugh at us. You know, it's like a little game to them almost. Let's see how small a spot we can make them go into. Oh, they blew up. Ha ha ha.
It actually has like a fair amount of space. It's just when you're up high, it seems like it's really cramped.
Yeah, this one, we actually got a hangar that's actually got a little bit of space available. But trust me, this is rare. We are down.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
See what it costs to fix this bitch.
How much?
26 UEC for just repair, but for restock is 3,200. For refuel, and keep in mind we have 80% of our fuel still,
Yeah.
15,000.
Oh, that's crazy.
And we still have, look, we still have 80% of our fuel. So to fill it 20% is 18,000 credits. I ain't refueling it. I don't
Force
know about
deactivated.
That's the one thing good about working with playing with you guys that are new guys and everything. We're starting to learn what the actual costs of running everything is going to be.
Yeah.
And that's why, I don't know if Panda told you, but hopefully he did, that as we do actual real contracts for the org, you know, as an org, we go on contracts, we go on org-based missions, that type of thing. The way it's going to break down is, did you hit the button or not? Is that a yes or a no?
Yeah. I hit it, but I wasn't inside it, and it fucking went down. Like,
Yeah, it was
and now
up.
I called it back up now.
Yeah, it was already here. Where the hell did it
What?
go?
Was it? It just disappeared?
It's
Oh,
here.
there it goes. Oh, what the heck?
Bug.
What you were saying?
One of the, yeah, look at down, yeah, see the elevator disappeared right there. It's a model error, another bug. What we're going to do is for USNC, for, you know, on your own and doing your own thing and stuff like that, what are is yours, you know, you make credits, they're your credits, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
When we do an org thing together as an org, yeah, we can send this back up. Get off. When you
Yeah, the ship owner should get the vast majority of it.
well, the ship
depending on
owner,
what the ship is.
the ship owner's USNC is the org, is how I'm making it. So what'll happen is, let's say we get paid 1 million credits, and there's four of us that did a USNC mission. What happens is we take the 1 million credits. First thing we do is repair, refuel, rearm the ship.
Okay.
And because we're supplying ammo, weapons, and armor to you guys, we do all the repairs and stuff for that as well. So that gets all paid for up front, and then you guys de-equip. You know, you put it in an armor bay when they finally put them in the game, and put your own gear back on. And then from there, let's say that costs $250,000 to do all that. From there, we take 50% of the remainder that goes into the org bank account, and then we take the other 15%, which is what, 400,000 or so, and split that equally among
We're
the
sorry.
people that work
You
for
have
us.
exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
We wish you
So,
a beneficial and
in essence,
prosperous
each of the
day.
four would get $100,000 for finishing the mission,
Initiating ship storage
and have all their
procedure.
expenses
For
paid.
your safety, please vacate the
And you
area.
always tweak
Thank you for
percentages
your call.
if there's like a surplus or something, or
Exactly.
the opposite if there's not enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, some orgs are like, they're going to take 50% off the top, and then
Initiating ship storage
the officers
procedure.
get more
For your
than
safety, please
everybody
vacate
else.
the area.
Proud to bring
Thank
the
you.
universe closer together.
Not in this org,
Our
we're not.
core, investing in tomorrow's future.
Stored. I want to keep it simple, but straight up, straightforward. And, you know, in the past, I've had people say, well, I'm not going to be part of this. It's, you know, I don't want, you know, it's not
Obey
right.
all
It's not
security
fair.
and
It's
customs
like, what do you mean it's
personnel
not right?
at all
It's not fair.
times. Their job is
Bullshit
your
is that?
safety.
What is their alternative going to be?
Yeah, exactly.
They get everything?
Yeah. All right, have you been in a Carrack?
No.
Okay, then we'll take a Carrack to the mining area. Yeah, it's like, what do you mean it's not fair? The org's letting you use
Please be aware.
good stuff, and we're
that
actually
while
paying the
understanding
expenses when we go on
systems and on our
org-based
course, all
contracts and stuff like that.
common laws are civil.
They're giving you a set of armor, ammo, weapons, everything you need, flying the ship.
Yeah, it's like an awesome way to get started. Like, you don't need anything, you just need you.
Yep.
It's perfect. And it's like, it's not like you're trying to dictate what they do with their own shit.
Right. Well, and it's also
So-
like, you know, you wouldn't have access to all the ships of the Org without us, you know? So, and most orgs aren't going to operate like this. They're going to be more of dictators, I think, from what we're hearing. And I've met a couple that, you know, they're like, hey, let's merge our orgs. And I'm like, what does that entail? What is that? And it's like, well, I'd be the head guy of everything, and you'd have to obey everything I say. And then
Sounds like an absorption.
yeah. You know, and people actually, for some reason, think they're gonna get people to agree with it. It's like they actually honestly believe that people are gonna jump at the chance of merging with their org or becoming a member with one guy total, just absolute control and charge. You know, well, it's because we'll be organized and everybody will be, you know, blah 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 blah. Well, maybe that's how you look at it. It's not how I look at it. Yes, I'm in command, but I take everybody's opinions. We talk about it. We discuss it. Ultimately, I have final say, but the guys can tell you, I've never pulled. I've only pulled a command decision, and that was because somebody could agree. If we go into combat, then I'm in charge, where I issue out, you know, top turrets, 12 o'clock targets, that kind of thing. Or if we're running and I say everybody bug out, you know, or whatever, that kind of stuff.
You need somebody to be able to do that.
Yep. And sometimes I get into that command mode just because it's what I want.
You are clear to launch.
It's hard to get out of it sometimes. Now this ship is unique in that it has 2 side turrets on the ends of the landing gear, and they extend out when you power them up. So when you're ready to take off or land, you got to make sure those turrets are not powered up and nobody in them. Because if they extend out, you'll snap them right off, or you can blow up your ship. Just word of warning, if you're ever in a carriage, those 2 external turrets have to be up.
Sure, my HUD says like the fuels are totally empty. But maybe that's just because of
That's because I'm
co-pilot.
Yeah, exactly. It's not set up yet for co-pilot. Where's the sun at? It's right directly above us. We're going to swing it around. You in first or third person?
First. And third person now.
There we go.
It's a good looking ship.
Power. Look at that. The heavy ships, you really got to gun it to try and get. You just can't gun it too far because you'll run out of power and your engine will shut down. Oh, we made it. Get out of your seat and go walk on the glass.
Can I, like, we're facing straight up, can I walk on it?
Yeah, we have artificial gravity, but I just leveled this out anyway so you can see the view. Wait till you see the view.
I mean, you can see pretty much in the seat really good. The windscreen on this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It doesn't really impede your view at all.
But walk up on the glass.
Oh, that you're right. It is pretty freaky.
Too bad it's not it has to be a hazy, foggy day, which sucks.
But it's also cool because they have hazy, foggy days.
Yep. And it's, you know, they change, so. You haven't seen any of the snowstorm-covered
succeeded. This is funny. So I managed to pick up the package. I managed to take off from that planet and bring it to where its location, like the delivery spot was. I couldn't take off. Or when I did take off, my ship freaking got all messed up, and it was basically just its cockpit, and it had no wings, and I couldn't do anything. So I ejected.
Yep. I had one of the battles last night in the event. I was using a ship I hadn't flown much lately. You know, it's pretty sad when you're doing something wondering if a bug has broken anything. You know, because you haven't flown it for so long. But I got lucky. I was flying around and took some heavy damage, and the ship was on fire, everything else. And as I'm getting pummeled live by about 4 different ships, I reached down, grabbed the ejection, and popped out of the thing, and not 2 seconds later, my ship blew up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I had to wait, and then my what the hell? My wingman was able to take out the remainder of the enemies that were still attacking, and then he came and picked me up. He took me to a station, grabbed another ship, and we were back in the battle.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised that it worked. Have you gone to the top deck to see the bridge up there?
No, I was still sitting in the co-pilot seat. I'm ready to do some mining. Tired of running around.
Yeah, while I'm getting us there, go look at the upper bridge. Just don't get into the pedestal, the console up there, because you'll take away my plane. There's a secondary bridge up above us. Torches, you mean cigarette lighters? Yeah, we could use a couple. Alright. Munchies. Other munchies, I can't think of anything off the top. Alright. Bye. His wife used to be on the shortly.
Munchies sounds good. So I'm back. It looks like the landing area where you would land a ship is like fully open.
Did the bay not shut?
I don't know. It might be a graphical glitch or something.
It must be, because it
Because
shows...
if I go to the thing, it says open door.
Yeah, it's a graphical glitch.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hold on, I gotta figure out where in the hell.
It's weird walking in here when you're flying around, because it's like you can't quite move good, and then all of a sudden you will be able to.
There, finally. Yeah, once the wife gets home, I'll have to go for a few minutes, but I'll be back.
Sure.
So we'll be at the place we're going to start mining from, so.
I'm in the co-pilot seat again.
That's fine, my man. That's that bug I was talking about that's 5 years old. Because when you...
Oh, you had to turn off your thing and then turn it back on?
No. It's, if you're in a group, while you're setting up nav points and stuff like that, if somebody else sits in a co-pilot seat or a turret, you lose all your navigation.
Oh.
Yeah. And you have to completely start over. And that's a bug I've reported 3 times, all validated and verified. by SIG themselves, and 5 years later, it's still not fixed.
Quantum drive is now on.
You know, and one of these days, somebody's going to tell them to fucking change the size of the sun from this massive ball they have in the game to a proper size and dim it. I mean, it's just, if the size they have of the sun in this system, if that were real, the whole system would be crispy. I mean, it's so out of size, it's not even funny. And for gameplay purposes, it's annoying, and for some people like me, it's painful. Because my eyes were burned really bad in the last explosion I was in. So it actually hurts to have a whole lot of light. I even have the pink glasses. It's funny, people used to think pink glasses were because we were trying to look cool or something. No, they're not. They're for eyes, light sensitivity, including migraines that come on from light, that kind of stuff.
Quantum drive is now on.
All these rocks that show up are mineable, so. But we'll do some mining here once I get back, and then I'll take you down to a moon, and we'll actually do some ground mining too.
Sounds good. What are we gonna take? Are we gonna take the?
We'll take a mole. We'll take a mole for here. Actually, we can take a mole down there. We'll take 2 ships. I'll have you fly the mole, and we'll take maybe a carrack, which we're flying now, and we'll go pick up a couple of mining rocks too. The rock is the name of the vehicle.
You can mine with a carrack?
No, but I can carry the miners in the carrack.
Oh, nice.
So we have ground vehicles that are miners too. So if we just load a couple of those up in the carrack or another ship, you fly the mule, and one of us can mine the big boulders with the mule, and the other one of us can mine the smaller boulders with the rock. And if we can find the diamonds markers, we don't have to refine any of that. We can sell the valuables, and then the mule can pick up the refining stuff.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
You've got everything from basic hand tool mining to the rock vehicle mining to the 2-person rock vehicle mining to the prospector to the mule, and of course the Orion, which we won't see for quite a while yet. It's a monster ship. It's actually bigger than the Javelin because it's a self-contained mining system, refinery, everything. And yes, we have one. It'll probably be another year or so before we even see that ship because it's so big.
Thank you, and please visit again. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
How do you go about landing stuff in the carriage? Do you just leave it out in space and fly up to it, or?
You can do that. You can go down to a base and spawn what you're gonna, spawn the ship, open it up, and spawn whatever else you want to add extra.
So you can spawn multiple things at a time?
Yeah, up to 3 for now because the servers can't handle it otherwise. All right, this is good. This is the fun part with the Carrack. Just trying to squeeze it in the smallest space they want you to squeeze it into. With those guns on the side.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And the sad part is you hit gravity, and if you're not squeezed in enough, you can't see. Start falling. Hear the engines kick in more as the gravity took over.
Yeah.
I think I'm lined up.
Looks pretty lined up to me.
We are down. Wasn't closing, we didn't hit anything, so I guess that's a good thing. Yep. Wow, almost a perfect landing.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, I'm good. Oh, there just went a contact for somebody locking us up. Too late.
Oh yeah?
Too late. We're in the bay.
All systems
Power off.
offline. Equipment offline.
We're in the bay. Too late. You lose. Bye-bye. Play next time. Alright. We'll store this. Do you want a ship to fly around in? I'll spawn you one and then I'll go do my stuff for a little bit. Find the...
Oh, are you about to be busy like real soon?
Yeah. Because that was...
Oh, we could always do it later.
Well, I'll be back. I figured you could play around with a ship if you want to try one.
I could use a nice break too, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, because it might be a half hour before I get back, so...
Alright.
Because I'm going to pull some wood in once she gets here, because she can deal with the German Shepherds then while I do that. My one German Shepherd, she won't leave my side worth anything.
Sounds like a good dog.
Yep. My last major stint, I was a combat canine. And Mia, she passed away in 2018. And then this one, since I was retired off active, I got, if a dog is found unfit for combat training and duty, they put them on a list for disabled veterans. And I was at the top of the list. So Thule, who I have now, and she has her own medical issue where she has to take a supplement for her pancreas. So she failed immediately being able to serve. And so I got first crack at her, and of course took her right away. So. But it's just like she's also unique because they don't get very many long-haired German Shepherds purebred. And she's a full purebred long hair. Looks almost like a wolf. Okay.
Yeah, I miss having a dog. I always had dogs growing up, but the wife is allergic, so...
Oh, man.
We thought about getting a hypoallergenic dog. We probably will get one at some point. Waiting for the kids to be responsible enough. They probably are now. We're colluding against the wife to get one. They're 12 and 8, so...
There you go. Yeah, dogs are something I think every kid should have. Especially once they bond. Because then something ever happens, that dog will be its first protector. But that's as long as you get the right breed. something that there's one breed that I think should be illegal to be around children. It's pit bull. Because even as my part-time deputy sheriff job, I can't tell you how many times I responded to calls of pit bull attacks. And man, as far as I'm concerned, the law should be, if you want to own a pit bull, so be it. It cannot be in a family with small children, and you can't own it within the city limits. It needs to be a rural area and no children if you want to own a pit bull, because
I've met so many amazingly sweet pit bulls. It's bad or lack of training. You get these people that will get these dogs and want to have like these guard dogs, but they don't know how to train them properly. So they don't.
yeah, but there's also
They teach them to be violent, but not proper obedience.
yeah, but they're also
And the dogs are capable of dealing ridiculous damage.
right, and it's not always they're being raised that is the problem. They have a mental chemical balance issue in some of them when they're born, and the reason I know that is because we have one. And we've had her since a puppy, and now we cannot let her near other animals. We've had to separate her from all the other animals because she gets into some type of hyper kill rage type situation, and I've already been hospitalized because of her. Let's put it that way. I don't want to get rid of her. She's part of the family. I obviously didn't put her down when she did that. I mean, the VA was not happy because she tore me up really bad. And she got my wife some too, but at least I was able to do what needed to do to get her locked down. And
did you get this dog as a puppy?
Yep. And here in Wisconsin, there was just another story last week. Another lady, she had gotten a pit bull as a puppy, and it killed her. She's about 2 years old. Zoe is now 6 years old. And what we can't figure out, neither can the vet, it was like a switch flipped. Her and the dogs played and played and played. They were like all best of friends. And one day she flipped. And at first we just thought it was maybe a territorial thing or something like that, you know. But it continued, and we kept trying to keep her calmed down and whatever else. And the final straw was she attacked me. And so we started making some changes, but at the time we didn't realize it wasn't going to take. So over the next 10 days while she was in quarantine at the house, I tried getting her, even though I was still bandaged and couldn't use one of my arms and everything else, you know, I slowly started trying to reintegrate her, and things seemed to be going good for about 10 days. On the 10th day, I was asleep and she was in the bed with me. And I wake up, and as soon as I woke up, she went from sleep to instant awake and attacked me.
Fuck.
Yeah, and Thule, my German Shepherd, my long hair, came screaming into the room, grabbed her by the butt, and pulled her off me. Because she had my entire right arm in her jaws. Blood flowing all over the place. This time we didn't report it. I did my own medical. She went right down to the bone. I got some good scars from it. And now we have no choice. She is kept separate from everything. She's back to, with my wife and I, she's back to the same friendly dog. But if she gets any kind of hyper excitement, she turns into this, it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Instant. Like you took a switch and just snapped that switch and she is, boom, that quick. I pulled out my taser and it sits on the counter now.
pretty wild.
Yep. So, all the times I was a part-time deputy sheriff, I probably had 4 or 5 calls like that for pit bulls, and now I had it happen in my own home twice. There is some wired that is going on in their heads, and I don't blame them. If I did, I'd have just put her down. I don't blame them, but I also do not buy the abuse excuse because I've lived it. I'm one of those people that was attacked, and there's police records to prove it. That's why I think when it comes to small children, pit bull's the last dog I will ever put around a child. My grandkids and stuff come here, and the dog, she goes out into the garage and stays there in a kennel because I'm not taking any chances. No freaking way. Especially because she flips that quick.
Definitely certain dog breeds they still have that more instinct.
Yep.
I guess where you have to be constant alpha male.
What I should do is one of these days I need to record this for people so they can see it, because you won't believe it's the same dog. It is like
It's just that dog has some weird shit going on.
Yeah, it's like, but I've seen it in the others of her breed. I keep using the terms switch being flipped. It's like they become a completely different dog, completely different everything, and it's like a rage. They go into this rage that is, it's like they don't even know what they're doing. No commands work. Pain does not work. They get in this rage that it's like an attack rage. That's the only way I can describe it. And